What's up, friends? Mike here from Mercado Airwaves. If you missed any one of our past interviews with amazing guests like future Hall of Famer and pound for pound best fighter in the world, UFC flyweight champion Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson,
It's another day at the office, I get to go out there and test my skill.
to award-winning producer, director, and actor Orlando Jones,
Orlando, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, sir. I'm good, brother. How you doing?
and all the other interesting guests we've had on. Joining us today is director and writer David Ferrier.
Thanks so much, brother. I appreciate you having me on the show.
MMA legend Chael Sonnen joins us today.
Keep listening to your show. This is great. Thanks, my friend.
Just subscribe to us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. And while you're there, please like, review, and rate us, friends. It helps so much. We also have a Patreon for anyone who would like to support the show. Just visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves and see how you can get all of our interviews ad-free and before anyone else, and how you can get your business or company spotlighted on the show. Follow us on Twitter at mmercado2333. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/MikeMercado2333. And if you would like to see what we're up to behind the scenes, follow us on Instagram, MikeMercado2333. Thanks for listening and all the support.
If you would like to support Mercado Airwaves, visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. Find us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. Keep up to date with the show on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. You can see all of Nicole's work at typingwhentipsy.wordpress.com. You can follow Alex on Twitter at Mercado21Alex. Follow Mike on Twitter at mmercado2333 and on Instagram, MikeMercado2333.
And here we go.
Get ready, get set for the best movie and pop culture talk in the universe. It's The Good Brothers on Mercado Airwaves with your hosts, Alex Mercado and Mike Mercado.
How's it going, y'all? I am back, and a certain trailer from a certain movie from a certain studio with a certain amount of superheroes did not drop, according to our co-host, Mike. Say hi, Mike.
Hello, everybody.
You were wrong, Mike.
We
Go
talked
on and
about
say
me
you were
being
wrong.
last week, too.
Yeah, we're going to keep talking about it for a while.
So this is just going to be a running theme, huh?
Yeah, it still hasn't dropped,
Wonderful.
dog.
Yeah.
I'm going to predict right now, people. I'm throwing my guess out there next week.
So you think it might be next week?
Next Thursday.
All right, cool. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome into another episode of The Good Brothers. I'm Mike Mercado. That's obviously Alex Mercado. And we
Alex Mercado.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff on the agenda today. Don't forget to follow us all over the social medias, Alex. You can follow the podcast at Good Brothers Pod. Also, the network at Mercado Airwaves. He's at Mercado21 Alex. I'm at Mercado2333. So, on today's docket, we have a bunch of things that we got to talk about, Alex, but there is something that happened that did drop.
Well, that certain studio did drop a trailer, and I personally think it's my favorite trailer recently.
Ooh.
And it's weird because I wasn't very hot about the last trailer because I thought it was kind of dumb. I am into this one. I'm like, I get the last trailer, Blockbuster, cool. I remember Blockbuster.
And what trailer is this?
Mrs. Captain Marvel herself, Brie Larson, Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson, all of S.H.I.E.L.D. is back. We got a little more of the Crows. We got a little more, or the Skrulls. We got a little bit more her
Kree.
fighting in space. I thought this trailer really made me excited. Like,
Okay.
the last one, I was like, cool, Marvel.
Yeah.
This one, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm excited. Like, she looks like a badass. She's flying through space. I get some people's complaints that maybe we're in a space a little too much.
Sure.
And I get that, but we're going to get so many movies anyway. Like, I can enjoy one space and two Earth ones.
Right.
So I'm okay with it. I'm really excited about it. I was always excited about the movie, but this is the first trailer I've seen that makes me excited. The last one, I was kind of like, meh, it's fine. Great time to drop it on Monday Night Football. You know, Disney likes to do that stuff with Star Wars, Avengers.
It was funny. I thought this whole time
Yeah.
it was going to be Avengers they did that with, and ended up being Captain
I'm
Marvel.
telling you, dude. Like, and I know you say it all the time. You think they're going to spread out to kind of fuck Aquaman. That's why they're going to wait till next week. That's why they're like, you know what? Let's give you.
Well, before we
give you that right now.
And just to let anybody who hasn't heard any of the news, it was also released that Spider-Man Far From Home trailer will be dropping this week as well. And
Well, where at though? It's not dropping online.
which
It's dropping at the Sony convention. So we're not saying it's dropping online, people. It might leak.
Right.
You know, we don't do leak trailers. It's garbage.
Right.
Okay, we do, but we don't enjoy them.
But this idea is that they're all around the corner. Like, all these things are in the
Yes.
ether right now.
Yeah, so that's dropping Thursday.
So let's go ahead and stick to Captain Marvel for a little bit, and then we'll move into the Avengers.
Spider-Man having a big year, maybe. Huh? He's having a big
huge,
year.
yeah,
But
huge.
yeah, what'd you feel about the trailer?
I actually really enjoyed the trailer.
Yeah,
The problem with that I have with everything is like the movie is going to be good. I know it's going to be good. It's too much talent. It's a studio you trust.
But
they don't show anything in the trailer. For me.
What's there to show?
There's nothing to show. So it's like, what I got excited about is the stuff that looks like it's going to be good. Looks like it's going to be good. That's all. For me, it's a confirmation trailer. There's a difference between, and I don't think many movies can have this right now. There's a certain event that happens. I feel like that first Godzilla San Diego Comic-Con trailer, the Godzilla King of Monsters.
That was a good trailer.
That was a great trailer. That's a moment, epic event trailer. That's something that everybody on the internet watches at one time and enjoys. Captain Marvel, everybody watched. But tell me the difference in the universe, in the ether, when you go online, compared to this one, when we do get Far From Home, and when Avengers drops. There is a difference between it, and we're spoiled.
Maybe not Far From Home necessarily, because I think certain single movies nowadays are like, you'll watch it once, maybe twice, to be done with it.
Yeah.
When you have a Star Wars or Avengers sort of thing, you'll watch it 5 times, maybe a day.
Yeah.
Because like Far From Home is the same as this one. I'm like, I'm going to enjoy it, maybe watch it twice, but I'm going to be done with it after I talk about it. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
And it's hard for a movie like this because you're like, one, it takes place in the 90s. So the most we're going to find out, damn, how do you lose that eye?
Yeah.
You're really not going to get a huge turn. Now, me saying that, they're asking to throw in a huge surprise, like, guess what? This guy was a Skrull the whole time, or something crazy.
Or somebody was a Kree.
Something's going to happen like that. Where I think it's going to go around like that. We're going to go in thinking they can't do anything super important, and then they're going to drop something extremely important on us.
And my thing is, the truth of the matter of this movie, when it comes to everything long term, is just this. How does she get involved in Avengers 4? So to me, it's a weird conundrum that they're in. Because they've booked themselves into a sort of weird corner where it's a jumping off point and it's also a starting point. So, for example, it's a starting point because this is her story. This is how we're going to find out how Carol Danvers becomes Captain Marvel and how she's integrated into the MCU. But it's a jumping off point to Avengers 4 because the way Avengers 3 ends is telling you this SOS is being sent to her.
I think that's how we get. I think that's going to come into play in this movie.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, I asked, as a random theory, is there a chance that Captain Marvel coincides with Avengers 3? And while it starts off in the 90s, as the movie progresses, we might end up in the future, or because it's a secret war.
Maybe in space, not necessarily on Earth.
Sure.
Because I don't think she'd just be ignoring all that. Maybe somewhere deep in space. Mm-hmm. I do think the reason they did this is because Captain Marvel will be in the Avengers trailer.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think that's why they had to. Because that's what I kept telling you. I'm like, you got to do Captain Marvel 2 before you do the Captain Marvel second trailer before you do Avengers.
Now,
because we still need to make her. Now we see her in space fighting. We're like, I can see her in the Avengers trailer. And now it makes a little sense, like, everyone will put it together. It's solid.
Well, and I have this question for you when it comes to, it's been going back and forth since, we saw how Avengers Infinity War ended. After watching this trailer and watching how she just completely just is a badass, like she's the most overpowered character we have in the MCU. Did they tip their hand and tell you this is the person who beats Thanos?
No, because I don't think she beats Thanos necessarily. I think it's going to have to be all of them again. I don't think there's one person to beat Thanos. I don't think it's like the comic books. I don't think that's lame. Like, that's not what they're going to do. Because even she, gets a little fucked up by Thanos. So you're going to have to go with it. No, I don't think that happens at all.
What about, let's moving a little bit forward. Do you see this movie crossing $1 billion?
Yes. Oh, wait, it was Captain Marvel Avengers?
Captain Marvel.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No,
okay.
No.
All right.
No, not at all.
We know what Avengers is going to do. Venom made $150 million.
Right.
It almost made $1 billion.
I mean, I guess we can talk next. Yeah, Spider-Man's hot right now. The game, Venom, Into the Spider-Verse, Far From Home trailer, Avengers with Spider-Man. He's probably one of the best parts of it.
Mm.
You can't go, dude, Spider-Man is as hot as Batman at the moment. Yeah. Spider-Man's Batman this year. Spider-Man's number one.
Do you realize Spider-Man has never made $1 billion?
I believe it, because I don't think Spider-Man genuine to an older audience. Like, our dad hates Spider-Man.
But think about it.
He likes Batman and Superman.
You just sat here and said that it's hot, it's the hot property, but it's never
time.
made $1 billion.
Well, it's our time
but
now.
But even then, though, you had Homecoming didn't make $1 billion. Venom overshot its load.
Wasn't that good a movie, though.
Yeah, but a lot of people, like, consensus is one of the top MCU movies. Like,
we're dumb.
But maybe, but, like, that's what it is. So
Venom was great.
I thought Venom was good. I like Venom. I had a really fun time with Venom.
Great.
No.
Money-wise
was great. Yeah.
Homecoming was good.
Yeah, okay.
It's fine.
So moving forward, let's go ahead and go into this Avengers thing that at some point it's coming. So you believe that you had to release this trailer first to get to Avengers 4.
And you got to spread it out.
Now, if you were the executive of Disney, how far apart would you separate the two? A week, 2 weeks?
It's going to be late next week, so about, 12 days, 10 to 12 days.
Okay.
Which is perfect timing. Let's just get ready for it. All the videos, all the conversations, breaking the trailer down. I guess my question to you is, are you not a little fatigued? I'm a little fatigued.
No.
I'm not looking forward to this trailer where I'm looking forward to the trailer. I'm not looking forward to all the work we have to do after because I feel like it's starting not to be enjoyable and more work.
Oh, then you're in the wrong business. I think this is what the moments we wait for.
Maybe it's too far away for me.
It's only 120 something days.
That's
away.
a lot, Mike. I need to know
nothing.
now.
That the holidays are gonna fly by, and
I'm about to watch Avengers: Infinity War on Netflix on Christmas 10 times. I need it tomorrow, and I guess maybe I'm just very impatient.
I think there's a difference because there's been a lot of people complaining online that's pretty annoying.
Which are assholes.
But the trailer, it's going to be a moment. It's that moment of, I rewatched Infinity War's trailer after Captain Marvel's, and it took me back to that moment when that trailer was released, and you're like, oh, whatever is going to happen to us in May, what we thought was going to be May at that time, you knew it was going to be special. No Venom trailer, no Captain Marvel trailer, nothing. They don't do that. Star Wars and Avengers are the only two movies that make you feel like on that day that's a pivotal moment in pop culture.
Well, what's funny is, and you mentioned Star Wars, I was about to bring it up. When Force Awakens came out, that trailer was like tear-dropping. And when I saw Last Jedi, I love, you know me, I'm a big Last Jedi fan. I think it's one of the top 2 Star Wars movies in existence.
Sure.
It's a masterwork. I didn't pop for that trailer as much because I was still, I guess, so over the moon with that, you know?
Okay, sure.
And I don't know, I guess that's the problem. But I'm like, yeah, like you said, when we watch it, we're going to get excited. I guess I hate the internet sometimes because people are angry they don't have it yet. They gave you a great Captain Marvel trailer. They're about to give you Spider-Man. You have enough.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know why people are upset they didn't get it yet. You know, I wouldn't care if we got the trailer 2 months before. I'm going to watch it.
I will say this much. As a businessman, I think it's a little weird that we're just around 4 months away, because it's going to be the first week in May, so it's literally 4 months away where we're going to get this movie, and we haven't seen anything. We've seen set photos. That is it.
But because it's technically but technically it's taken up right after for what we think, I can see why. Dude, let's be honest. If Avengers Infinity War is probably the biggest movie of 2018. It's probably going to go down as the most memorable movie of 2018. I really don't think you can fight that. So and only coming out a year later with another huge blockbuster like this, you really don't have to overdo it. You might as well wait so it's a little closer and then go.
That's my next question. Do you believe that they had initial plans to release a trailer earlier than this, and they've built on the idea? My theory is it was leaked the date that they were going to release it. They were like, you know what? No, we're now going to place it out of it. The video has not been leaked, but the date has been released. So why not hold back now? And then they realized the only thing that can happen more is people get more hyped and hyped. Nobody's going to jump off the hype train now. Everybody's on full locomotive, full steam ahead, waiting for Avengers 4. Everybody's like, there is no longer some like mud in the, feet in the mud. So to me, I think Disney was going to blow the load a little earlier, realize that something happened and they didn't want to do it, and now they've been sitting there like, look, this is good publicity. We don't have to. What are we doing here? Everybody's talking about it, so we don't have to release the trailer. So to me, I think it comes down this week. I think it's by the time you listen to this episode, it would have already released.
No, I don't think so. I think this is the plan the whole time. I think they're waiting right before Christmas. You got the Netflix deal coming out with Avengers. You have Mary Poppins, Spider-Man. I think they planned this. You had to drop Captain Marvel trailer number 2 because that's even sooner. So you're going to have, every major movie does about 3 trailers. 3 trailers in a TV spot.
Yeah.
Because Aquaman just finished theirs. Like, now they're ready for the big push at the end. So I think this was the plan the whole time. I think maybe they're enjoying the fact that people are getting angry because that makes it, makes your product want more. I don't see it dropping this week.
I think it's a happy accident, and that they're just taking advantage of it.
But I'll throw that $10 back on the table. It won't come out this week. It's next week.
Do you believe, for all those who are listening to this on Thursday, we are recording this on Wednesday, and it is a day of remembrance for former President George Bush, who passed away. And a lot of rumors were going up there that they were going to release the trailer today. There was Jeremy Conrad, I believe is his name. He's somebody who's very in-depth with with Disney and Marvel, mentioned that there was a chance that they were pushing this back till Friday because of the Remembrance Today. Do you believe that there's any correlation to that there was a chance that would they release Avengers 2 days after Captain Marvel was on Monday Night Football?
Nope.
You don't think so, right?
Nope. I just don't see it. But it's Disney. Like, they own everything, guys.
And before we move on, let's go ahead and talk about that. Disney in 2019, it's going to be one of the biggest years ever.
I can't wait.
So
six major blockbusters.
And I think we're underselling it, too. Like, I think it's probably even more than that we're not even thinking about.
Okay, but it's the big six. You have Dumbo, Aladdin, Lion King, Avengers, Star Wars, Captain Marvel.
Frozen.
Toy Story 4.
Exactly. Like, the stuff that we have. Like,
sorry, 6 live-action blockbusters,
so,
and they're going to throw in 4 animated blockbusters.
Yeah, like,
just to Toy Story 4, no big deal.
There's so much. That
Far From Home.
Yeah, no, there's no. I think I saw a graphic yesterday about it, and they were talking about, is it possible for them to get 6 movies at $1 billion?
Not only are they going to do that, they also have probably
They got $2 billion movies.
They also have something coming out that's probably going to change TV forever, and be the biggest challenge to Netflix in the history of existence with Disney Plus.
Yeah.
With all their new product, like, it's going to be a big year for Disney. You can tell Warner Brothers pushed everything to 2020. That's Wonder Woman, Godzilla, like, that's going to be their year. Because Disney's going to have to take a little break after that year, dude, because they're about to come out hot.
So I got 2 questions before we move on from this Disney love and all the money they're paying us, Alex. 1, give me your idea of how the Spider-Man trailer is. Describe it to me in your head what you think it is, and describe to me the Avengers trailer that you see. And after you finish that, save it for last. What is the Avengers 4 title? So give me how Spider-Man's Far From Home's trailer looks like, what Avengers 4 looks like, and then the title.
What's up, friends? Mike here from Mercado Airwaves. If you missed any one of our past interviews with amazing guests like future Hall of Famer and pound for pound best fighter in the world, UFC flyweight champion Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson,
It's another day at the operator to go out there and test my skill.
to award-winning producer, director, and actor Orlando Jones,
Orlando, how you doing,
Buddy, sir. I'm good, brother. How you doing?
and all the other interesting guests we've had on. Joining us today is director and writer David Ferrier.
Thanks so much, brother. I appreciate you having me on the show.
MMA legend Chael Sonnen joins us today.
Keep listening to your show. This is great. Thanks, my friend.
Just subscribe to us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. And while you're there, please like, review, and rate us, friends. It helps so much. We also have a Patreon for anyone who would like to support the show. Just visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves and see how you can get all of our interviews ad-free and before anyone else, and how you can get your business or company spotlighted on the show. Follow us on Twitter at mmercado2333. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/MikeMercado2333. And if you would like to see what we're up to behind the scenes, follow us on Instagram, MikeMercado2333. Thanks for listening and all the support.
If you would like to support Mercado Airwaves, visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. Find us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. Keep up to date with the show on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. You can see all of Nicole's work at typingwhentipsy.wordpress.com. You can follow Alex on Twitter at Mercado21Alex. Follow Mike on Twitter at mmercado2333 and on Instagram, MikeMercado2333.
Jeez, Far From Home is going to be a normal sequel. I mean, he's going to be in Europe. Jake Gyllenhaal. I got not much to say around there because that's kind of hesitant on Avengers. So, I mean, I can be one of those people that says, oh, I think it's going to, maybe that's the bus trip back. No, that's not.
I was going to say,
that's not. No,
okay.
that's dumb. That's stupid, people. I'm sorry, but it's dumb. They don't do that. They're not doing that. Avengers 4 trailer?
Yeah, so give me the description of the Avengers 4 trailer.
We're going to see the characters left over. We're going to see time travel. We're going to hear the voices of possibly Doctor Strange, some of the people that are in the stone, in my opinion. We're going to see Captain Marvel punch Thanos. And we're going to see the time travel is going to interfere with the stones, which interferes with time itself. I think that's what we see from that trailer. That's what we'll see from that trailer.
And what is the title of Avengers 4?
I'm going to say Avengers Reassembled, something like that.
Okay.
I don't think it has to do with the Infinity. Like, I don't think Infinity Gauntlet or something like that. I think it's like something like Avengers Reassembled.
I've been saying it since we did our review of Avengers Infinity War. I think it's Avengers Assembled.
Okay, so yeah, you're kind of with me at something like that.
He hasn't said it yet. That's the moment. I think that's the moment where, to me, we're not going to see it in the trailer, but I think the moment it all happens and we're waiting for it, and we'll talk. I'll say it 1,000 times. Captain America is going to say Avengers Assembled, and he's going to help snap the Infinity Gauntlet with Tony, and that's how they're going to beat Thanos. But in the trailer, I think you're going to get exactly what you got in Infinity War. You're going to get Thanos giving us a narration. You're going to see B-roll of the characters who are here kind of trying to gather their thoughts, and then it's just going to give you the dates and the title, and that's it. I think they know that they can't go radio silent, but I think they also know people kind of want to keep kayfabe alive. People kind of want to still...
I don't think so.
Not within our cliques, you're right, because everybody knows about...
I think in general...
No, I think in general people want to see, like... They want to believe that Black Panther's dead in this movie until he comes back. They want to believe Spider-Man is dead until he's back in this movie. Like, you want to keep him
hard
kayfabe.
in the social media era when
I agree.
When you're on Twitter and Ryan Coogler's so popular and everyone's already talking about him signing up for like Black Panther.
I understand. But
and I always do the dummy test with our parents. I love our parents, but when it comes to movies, they're not like us. They already know they're not gone. Like, they're like, well, no, they're not gone,
but
guys.
the idea is, like, you keep kayfabe. It's like it's not. You're not trying to trick anybody. You're playing along with everybody. I think there's a difference. I don't think Marvel has ever given us a commercial and been like, "We're tricking you." They told us what Thor Ragnarok is. They told us what Black Panther is. I think here they're playing along and telling us our heroes are dead. How are they going to come back? I think they're going to play along with that. I don't think they're going to be like, I don't think they're going to try to portray it to you like our characters are dead forever. I think they're going to portray to you this in this story right now. This is where we're at.
I think we can voice out there in the stone.
I think it's a bit voiceover heavy trailer.
I don't think we get the time travel in the trailer.
I don't think we get much action.
I think we get New York. I think they're going to go back to Avengers New York, like the very first Avengers.
I don't think they want to show you how everybody gets back together.
I think that's exactly what
I know.
Like you said, it's already there.
The movie is called, to me, the movie is called Avengers Assembled.
My guesses have gone from, there was an interview done 3 months ago where they were at the con, and it was a word for word of what they said happened. That could be 50-50. That could be, honestly, 90-10. But that's what I'm going to base my guess. It sounded the most accurate.
So mine is kind of close to where it's going to be a narration heavy.
No, because in mine, I think our biggest difference is you keep saying that you think they're going to really kayfabe, but I think, no, I think they're over it. I think they're going to admit, like, no, we're getting these guys back.
Why, if they weren't over kayfabe, why the hell haven't they given us a title? We knew Last Jedi and Force Awakens way before
they don't have to. And we're going to do
but
whatever they want anyway.
That's because they know it's kayfabe.
Mike, they're listening. Don't talk bad about Disney right now.
What's a bigger franchise right now, Avengers or Star Wars?
Right now?
Right now.
Star Wars.
Okay. I disagree.
You said Avengers. It's only been 3 movies.
I think right now,
3 great movies. Star Wars has 5 great movies.
The king of nerd culture right now. Not what's going to last 50 years from now or whatever.
The Marvel Universe, you mean?
The MCU. The
MCU.
Okay.
You said Avengers only.
Yeah, but
MCU, yes. MCU is the top everything.
And
it'll go down the top.
It's led by the Tedpole Avengers.
You know what the one thing that competes with Marvel is? Pixar.
Pixar, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, Star Wars, it got surpassed. It got surpassed when it, like 5 years ago.
Do you think it's because it's handcuffed? I think I believe it's handcuffed to its own success.
People just like superheroes, man. And now they're finally getting superheroes for everyone, and like everyone's getting representation. Like,
but I think it's handcuffed. I honestly believe it's handcuffed to its own respect of its own lineage. Marvel is growing every single day, so every day they get to mold itself.
Star Wars grows every 2 years, and sometimes
it's within its own thing.
And sometimes they only grow an inch
because they said, "Oh, well, we're confined to these rules of George Lucas." Or
I think it's Star Wars is going to make a big uprising again.
I agree.
I think Disney's going to really focus on that the next 3 years. I think that's why they're finishing this off, sort of. And then they're going to make a bigger push Star Wars next year.
You want Star Wars to reach Avengers level, you got to give the ball to Andy Driver. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, I guess.
He's the best talent you have. Give him the ball.
Did you say Andy or
what did I say?
Andy.
I said Andy. I'm
sorry.
I was trying to
confused. Andy. I'm like, is that a good director? I'm like, I don't know this.
Adam Driver.
What does he do?
Adam Driver, who should get love this Oscar season. We're getting into December already, by the way.
Oh, we can talk about that. Yeah.
But really fast, we'll move on from it. But that's always been a big thing for me. It's like you got to give your talent.
He's such
like
a good
this.
actor.
Really fast.
Crash Monday.
Yeah. In the also in the movie world, Godzilla trailer dropping this weekend at the Japan Comic-Con.
Yeah, these cons are starting because they go December, trying to get you ready for the next year.
I have an issue with what's going on with this movie. I think too much is going on at one time. I understand we're trying to get to Godzilla versus Kong. It's going to be dope. I'm all in for that. I am a diehard Godzilla fan. I love Godzilla. I don't need to see King Ghidorah, Rodan, and Mothra share the screen.
No, you do. That's like saying I don't need to see Black Panther, Captain America, Iron Man, the Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and all their sidekicks, the Incredible Hulk.
We've got there.
I think the Russo brothers said it best, and Tom Cruise said it best, Mike. The days of 2-hour movies is done. We are entering a new genre of, which is an old school thing, 3-hour epics, and I am all on board.
Okay,
we're entering
I'm not mad at that.
And if you give me a 3-hour monster epic to 3 hours, you can do a lot in 3 hours.
But to me, it's like, as somebody who has a crazy imagination, like King Ghidorah is worthy of the movie called King Ghidorah, and it's a Godzilla movie. But he is. Like, when you think of kaiju,
you study abroad in Japan or something, dude? Godzilla's big, but he ain't, like, that big here where you got to put separate monsters. Like, this is the best way to do it. It's like, you remember Godzilla? Look at all these monsters. Like, you know, hey, there's that turtle thing. I don't know his name. And there's that, the metal Godzilla. And there's the butterfly thing. Like, I don't think people are nerdy like you and they know their names, Mike.
All right, you better show some
King
respect
Kong, they know his name.
to Destroy and all these other.
No, I love them. We grew up on Godzilla.
Yes,
Mike. We used to watch the old ones.
Yeah.
People don't do that now, Mike. This is the perfect way. Give me a 3-hour epic, throw them all in there, and then give me another 3-hour epic 3 years later with King Kong. No, I am straight.
I get it. All right, well, that's coming over this weekend, so we'll have a complete breakdown. If it's actually dropped to the public, we'll talk about it.
And I'll be honest, y'all, I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, regardless. All right.
But I'm not going to enjoy it.
What else do we got, Alex? Spider-Man Far From Home trailer dropping off. We talked about that. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Getting extremely great reviews. And people are talking about maybe the best animated Oscar.
We'll talk about it next week because it will be a preview show
I'm so excited. All the clips that have been coming out, Mike, it looks so good. I'm so pumped.
What is the post-credit scene?
I don't even care. Dude. It looks so good. That's how good it is. I don't even care. I just want to enjoy it.
I think it has something to do with the MCU.
I don't care. He's Puerto Rican.
So we'll see about that. So
Puerto
super
Rican,
excited. Alex, go to TV really fast. Elseworlds going to happen this.
Looks kind of cool.
Looks fun.
They brought everyone
back.
Barry
Allen is the Arrow, and Oliver
that looks dumb, but
Flash.
Clark is back.
Yeah, but Black Suit Superman is there, so it's going to be really fun. You know what's crazy, Alex, is this past week on the Flash. I don't do Flash recaps here, but this past week, this episode, they had a really cool one because it was a time travel episode. But it was like a time travel episode that had to deal with like Nora seeing all his greatest failures and successes, and they're like gathering parts. And Thawne is back, but it's actually played by Tom Cavanaugh this time. So it's
did he ruin the timeline again?
No, So the basic story, really fast, is Nora comes back to help him with
Nora's the daughter.
She comes back at the last second to help him out to end the last season. When that comes back, what it changes is it pushes the timeline back, so everything that's happening happens sooner or later than it was supposed to, but everything stays the same except for one bad guy. One bad guy is not the guy that it is in his normal timeline that it should have been. It's this other guy, and now his name is Cicada. He's able to take metahumans' powers away, and he kills them. But this past episode had to deal with time travel, and that's, to me, when The Flash is at its best and at its roots, because it's about him reliving his emotions of how his mom died, when he had to deal with Savitar, when he was dealing with Zoom, when he was dealing with Reverse Flash. So really cool, and it had an interesting twist at the end where, spoiler alert, Nora goes to talk to Earball Thawne, still being played by Tom Cavanaugh.
I love Thawne.
So he's
great.
Best.
Yeah, he's great. I love him.
So that was just my thought. Elseworld coming out this weekend. I will have a review about it.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Saturday, Sunday,
I'll allow it. You may talk about Elseworlds on this show. I like Batwoman. I like Ruby Rose.
And another thing in the entertainment world, Alex, the XFL. Has come out, and we are knowing.
X is for Extreme.
Yeah, it is for Extreme.
I love Hogan, by the way.
And we did hear the 8 cities that are going to be in there.
Name them off.
I will name them for you. It is New York,
nice.
Dallas,
nice.
Houston,
good.
Los Angeles,
right.
St. Louis,
Ugh.
Seattle, Tampa Bay,
Ugh.
Washington, D.C.
So you went to St. Louis.
You noticed?
No Chicago.
A few teams, cities.
But I think you were right when you talked about first show. Where would they play? It's not the Arena League where you can play. Like, where would you play?
And they did get some big stadiums, especially in Arlington, Texas, and in New York, where they're
LA.
So
They got some big stadiums all over.
So my thing is, and we won't spend too much time on it, I think it will be a success because they're not trying to compete with the NFL. They're trying to be their own brand.
Plus, they're starting so small that there really is only up to go for it, honestly.
So give me 5 cities that you would want to...
I'll give you 4 because I don't like that 13. Mike.
Yeah, all right.
You got to go Chicago.
Agree.
Orlando or Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Boston. Mm-hmm. And I would say San Antonio.
I like San Antonio. I like Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh is a good city.
Pittsburgh is a good city.
And if we had to go West Coast, I like Vegas. I think Vegas is a good
about
city.
To get the Raiders.
But it's a destination spot.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why the Las Vegas Knights are so big. Like, nobody watches hockey in the desert. Yeah. But you go to an event to go watch, something like that. So, what else do we have coming up this weekend in the world of sports? UFC 231. It is Max Holloway and Brian Ortega for the featherweight championship in the UFC. And in the co-main event, it is Valentina Shevchenko versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk for the vacant UFC Women's Flyweight Championship. And I just interviewed Joanna Jędrzejczyk. You can check it out in the archives right now. Wonderful guest. This is the second time we've had her on. She was the UFC strawweight champion, a for sure bona fide UFC Hall of Famer, and she's been on this show 2 different times. Wonderful guest. Check it out all over the archives. Alex, you know what else we got this weekend, man? Coming up to start off our Thursday?
What?
The Video Game Awards. You know who's going to be there?
Spider-Man.
The Russo brothers.
Mike, are you still thinking it's going to drop a trailer?
No,
there, huh?
I'm just asking you. You don't have to jump to conclusions, Meltzer. What are the Russo brothers going to be there for? They have no association with Insomniac or Marvel Spider-Man. They have no association with that. Like, they didn't direct it, they didn't produce it.
Another game?
There is the Avengers game.
Maybe an Iron Man game? Maybe a cat.
Well, there is an Avengers game, like an official, the second game of the thing.
Yeah. You know more about it than I do. What do you think?
If you would like to support Mercado Airwaves, visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. Find us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. Keep up to date with the show on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. You can see all of Nicole's work at typingwhentipsy.wordpress.com. You can follow Alex on Twitter at Mercado21Alex. Follow Mike on Twitter at mmercado2333 and on Instagram, MikeMercado2333.
What's up, friends? Mike here from Mercado Airwaves. If you missed any one of our past interviews with amazing guests like future Hall of Famer and pound for pound best fighter in the world, UFC flyweight champion Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson,
Another day at the operator to go out there and test my skill.
to award-winning producer, director, and actor Orlando Jones,
Orlando, how you doing,
Buddy,
buddy?
sir. I'm good, brother. How you doing?
and all the other interesting guests we've had on. Joining us today is director and writer David Ferrier.
Thanks so much, brother. I appreciate you having me on the show.
MMA legend Chael Sonnen joins us today.
Keep listening to your show. This is great. Thanks, my friend.
Just subscribe to us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. And while you're there, please like, review, and rate us, friends. It helps so much. We also have a Patreon for anyone who would like to support the show. Just visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves and see how you can get all of our interviews ad-free and before anyone else, and how you can get your business or company spotlighted on the show. Follow us on Twitter at mmercado2333. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/MikeMercado2333. And if you would like to see what we're up to behind the scenes, follow us on Instagram, MikeMercado2333. Thanks for listening and all the support.
I think for sure we're getting a trailer for the Avengers game that's coming out from Square Enix.
That'd be kind of a double fuck you. Like, hey, remember that Avengers trailer you want? Well, here's the game, which is still kind of cool, but we're not going to give you that thing you want. I'm like, that's kind of fun.
And here's the thing, though. Jeff Keighley is very much somebody who likes to make splashes. I mean, he's the one who brought in Hideo Kojima and Norman Reedus, and that was like a big thing that kind of broke all over the internet. I would not be surprised if they did find a trailer or two of something, but I think it's a video game announcement of the next
that'd
Marvel
be cool.
video game.
Yeah, like an open world sort of Rockstar thing, or what?
Well, it's going to be a lot like Spider-Man. It's not the same company, but Disney made a conscious effort to make a video game lineage, like an actual lineage of respectable games. 8s, 9s. That's what they're trying to make.
Yeah.
We just got one with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Amazing. Hopefully, this is what we're getting from the people over at Square Enix. So we'll see about that.
Those games are like the old X-Men ones or the
Yeah.
old Avengers.
You know, and
movies,
it sucks is we
where
didn't
you
realize
control the 4 of them.
like X-Men Alliance.
Yeah.
Too. At the time, we didn't appreciate the fact that that's considered like one of the best like role-playing games,
It's probably in a
MMOs,
box
like
somewhere. It's in a box in some place, probably your house.
What else, Alex? Kevin Hart, your guy, is going to be hosting the Oscars. What do you think?
It can't be that bad. I like Kevin Hart. He has famous friends.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's fun. Like,
So obviously, The Rock and him are going to have big skits.
he's kind of becoming a Medea of sorts, where it's like I kind of feel ashamed laughing at him sometimes because I know it's not that funny, but I think he is very funny. I'm not one of those people that turn on Kevin Hart, honestly.
Sure.
Because I still think he's hilarious. But who hosted last year? It was, oh my God, who was
Was
it?
it Chris Rock last year?
Who?
Chris Rock?
No, that was years ago.
Jimmy Kimmel?
I think it was Jimmy Kimmel. No, yeah, it was Jimmy Kimmel, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Didn't he host 2 years in a row?
I will find out
Yeah,
for you.
because he did the famous thing where he brought the actors to the movies and surprised the people. I didn't think it was that good. I like you and me love the Oscars because that's our award season. Like, that's our big movies.
Yeah, I think it was.
This is
Jimmy
why we
Kimmel.
do it. Yeah, he did it 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
And it was a big surprise because he got signed on another year.
The other year, yeah.
I like Kevin Hart. I think Ellen will be great one year.
I want The Rock to do
I
it.
like Steve Harvey. I like The Rock.
Yeah.
John Cena is great. I think John Cena's a
John
great
Cena is
host.
Very underrated to do it.
I like I like Peyton Manning. I think
I'm
Peyton
not about
Manning's
the
fun.
Oscars.
Yeah, but he's
about the Oscars.
fun.
Anybody who had a great night at SNL should be able to do the Oscars, I think.
Yeah, like there's a lot of people. And
Yes, it's hard.
I know, like I said, I think Ellen should really do it because I think Ellen's fantastic.
Yeah, Ellen is great.
She has a new special coming out on Netflix. Good for her getting on stage again.
Netflix is killing it with the specials.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, since we're talking, what do you feel about Kevin Hart? Because I had something to say about Netflix actually. So we found out.
It is what it is. We'll get there.
What we
what's going
found
on?
out yesterday was Netflix didn't cancel Daredevil.
I forgot about this.
Marvel canceled Daredevil, which all that means, guys,
Yeah.
that's good news
Yeah.
because they're going to put it on their service. But
we
Netflix
do
was
that.
like, guys, first of all, we brought Friends back. Relax.
Yeah.
We got it back. We paid $100 million.
Basic
Sorry.
bitches. I swear to God, you guys are all basic bitches.
Watch TBS. It's on
Yeah.
TBS,
Yeah,
guys. I can watch it
exactly.
right now.
Yeah.
But I love Friends, too. Don't fuck with people's friends.
Unbelievable.
But here's the thing. Yeah, it's kind of bogus. And Netflix was like, no, don't yell at us.
Yeah.
We wanted Daredevil Season 4. And we're going to give you Punisher. But we didn't cancel these shows. The people that own them took them away. Just like American Vandal 2. Like, we're not getting a 3rd season because the owners are like, we're not going to do that. We want more money.
Yep.
We can do it separately. And Netflix is like, well, that's why Netflix is doing what they're doing. So this doesn't happen. So if it's in-house, it's my show.
Right.
Like an Ozark, like a Haunting, like a
Narcos,
Narcos.
yeah.
Those are theirs. They
Yeah.
can't go anywhere. They can sell the properties to, Telemundo has a Narcos contract. Or Universal. Like, they have contracts for that.
The Irishman is going to have a theatrical
this is what
release.
happens when it's out of studio, though, is they can say, oh, we're canceling it. Or you have to cancel it. So you're going to take the fault for it. Netflix came out and said, hey, we didn't cancel. Marvel did. Marvel took it. And I'm like, good for you, Netflix. Don't take the blame on
Now,
that.
if you can only choose one, though, Netflix or Disney Plus, which one is it?
Mike, that's an impossible question. You're going to get both.
I understand
Cancel
that.
Hulu. That's the question. Cancel Hulu.
Even Hulu has their own
Nope,
stuff.
cancel
the
Hulu.
Path and
Pav's average. Dude,
Yeah.
no, there's nothing you can name on Hulu.
The Handmaid's Tale.
Nope. Not as good as Disney Plus or Netflix.
Oof.
You're naming, like, a good show, a very mediocre show in the Path. What else you got, dude? You got one good show,
No, I don't know.
and it's
I
really
don't
more
watch
known
Hulu, I
for
don't
its
know.
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
don't watch it, dude.
Yeah.
No one does.
Yeah.
Like, I watch Family Guy in it sometimes, or South Park if I miss it. But realistically, dude, I can cancel it.
I did not see this episode turn into Let's Bash Hulu at all.
But Hulu's garbage. Give me
Yeah.
some better content.
Unbelievable. Alex, what else you got for us on this episode?
I got
Anything
no
else?
Walking Dead recap.
Let's
'cause,
do it.
There's no more Walking Dead. Season finale. Mid-season finale. It doesn't come back till February.
How did it end?
What?
How did the mid-season finale
It was
end?
good. We talked about it. It was good.
Oh, that was the mid-season
Jesus.
finale?
Yeah, Jesus.
Jesus
died.
dying was the
Yeah,
mid-season
dude.
finale?
Remember the ratings went up. Everyone was talking very
I don't
good
wanna
about
talk
it.
about it.
Articles coming out saying this is the comeback. Yeah, the stuff you ignored because you
Yeah,
had Walking
yeah,
Dead.
the comeback.
If I got you cruise tickets to it, I guarantee you'd be fine with the Walking Dead cruise.
Yeah, we'll see.
Go zombies!
Yeah, I don't think the show's that good.
Yeah, this is a guy that doesn't like Godzilla, though.
I love Godzilla.
You don't want a 3-hour Godzilla with 10
I
monsters.
want King Ghidorah to have his own movie.
That's stupid. That's ignorant. You're
Yeah,
ignorant.
Probably. What else we got? Is that it? Can we go home?
Mike, are the Bears going to win the Super Bowl?
No, but you know what?
Yeah,
They'll
they
win
are.
a playoff game.
Are the Cubs getting Bryce Harper?
No,
No,
but
they are.
they'll
You're
win a
dumb.
playoff game.
No, you're dumb. They're
Yeah.
going to win Bryce Harper. Mike, why are your fantasy teams so bad and mine so good?
Jesus hates me.
Yeah, because all my teams are 2 and 3 seeds, and Mike didn't make the playoffs in a lot of his leagues.
I made the playoffs. In
He
one
was
league.
literally last place in his main league and lost a lot of
in
money.
B League. I'm in fourth
Nicole,
place though.
I apologize. Mike's in debt now because he bet a lot on fantasy and he's not very good.
What's up, friends? Mike here from Mercado Airwaves. If you missed any one of our past interviews with amazing guests like future Hall of Famer and pound for pound best fighter in the world, UFC flyweight champion Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson,
It's another day at the operator to go out there and test my skill.
to award-winning producer, director, and actor Orlando Jones,
Orlando, how you doing,
Thank
buddy?
you, sir. I'm good, brother. How you doing?
and all the other interesting guests we've had on. Joining us today is director and writer David Ferrier.
Thanks so much, brother. I appreciate you having me on the show.
MMA legend Chael Sonnen joins us today.
Keep listening to your show. This is great. Thanks, my friend.
Just subscribe to us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. And while you're there, please like, review, and rate us, friends. It helps so much. We also have a Patreon for anyone who would like to support the show. Just visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves and see how you can get all of our interviews ad-free and before anyone else, and how you can get your business or company spotlighted on the show. Follow us on Twitter at mmercado2333. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/MikeMercado2333. And if you would like to see what we're up to behind the scenes, follow us on Instagram, MikeMercado2333. Thanks for listening and all the support.
If you would like to support Mercado Airwaves, visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. Find us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. Keep up to date with the show on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. You can see all of Nicole's work at typingwhentipsy.wordpress.com. You can follow Alex on Twitter at Mercado21Alex. Follow Mike on Twitter at mmercado2333 and on Instagram, MikeMercado2333.
What was the drama with that boxing match this weekend? The ref didn't count or something.
no,
It looked
okay.
good.
So, essentially, well, it went to a split decision
I saw
draw.
that, yeah.
And the real question is, do you believe that because of those two knockouts that he had in the 9th and in the 12th round, that Deontay Wilder deserved to win that fight?
I would say, I didn't see the fight. I saw the highlights. I would say yes.
I think there's an argument to be made that Tyson Fury was the better boxer that night. Deontay Wilder did the most damage that night.
So that he should have won, right?
Depends on how you want to judge boxing.
But like, isn't that kind of saying like
How do you judge a fight? The guy who who did the
he was
sport
better
better
that night?
the
probably?
guy who did the sport better, or the guy who just so happened to do more damage?
I mean, I guess according to modern day boxing, it's the guy that played a little better because Floyd Mayweather's undefeated.
But nobody ever hit Floyd Mayweather the way Deontay Wilder
That's
hit
true.
Tyson Fury. Like that was look it. I'm not the biggest Tyson Fury fan outside of the ring. That was special. What happened? That knockout was special. That comeback was special.
So basically, Rocky rules. No, the knockout's a knockout.
Yeah.
Real boxing rules. I guess the better boxer does it.
I'll tell you this.
Knockouts don't mean as much, I guess.
I rather it mean that the split and the draw be that we get another one, opposed to somebody got their first loss and it's very argumentative. It wasn't a domination. Like at no point they'd be like, man, dude, he whooped his ass. Like there were points where they were both just trading back and forth. And look, I think people like to overblow it because boxing is corrupt, but I think they probably got it right. I think it's much more egregious what happened with Triple G Canelo first time around. Yeah. Like Triple G beat the hell out of Canelo, and Canelo got lucky that he had a whole another year in steroid tacos to beat him the second time. But this was whatever. And then the real question is what's going to happen with Anthony Joshua, who is considered the pound for pound heavyweight champion over in the United Kingdom. He'll box with these guys, and I don't know who will go down, but some interesting stuff.
Sounds better than Creed 2.
Oh, that is a low blow.
Okay,
I think
dude. I guess my movie didn't drop that much in the box office. Oops.
Yeah, check out
Wreck-It Ralph still made a ton of money, and Creed did not.
Check out in the archives our full review of Creed 2
on the show. Mike got knocked out, but he won the fight somehow.
him. I am the new WBC.
No, according to that, it doesn't matter, dog. We
tied.
tied. I guess we drew no matter what, huh?
Yeah, all right. What else you got, Alex?
I don't know. That's about it. That's all the little snippets out there. We're kind of waiting. It's kind of slow. December towards Christmas, everyone's a little.
We got Aquaman's Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I mean more with news. I think people
trailers.
try to take a little time off, we don't, because we have nothing better to do in our lives.
That's true.
You know, the TV season finales, mid-season finales are all happening. We got a few movies, like 2 or 3 or 4 coming out. January's always a little slow. I don't really think there is any slow time for movies anymore.
No.
There's so many movies.
Yeah.
But that would normally be a slow time.
Split is in
think about it. Last year was it Jungle Book, Greatest Showman,
Yeah.
and now we have Aquaman and Mary Poppins. Like people are getting a little extreme in this.
Yeah, no, I'm totally excited for it, but we'll definitely be breaking down Into the Spider-Verse next week.
Break it down.
And then the week after that, it will be Aquaman week. So we will be in full blast ahead. By then, we will have an Avengers trailer. By then, I mean, we'll know what the next 2019 is really going to feel like. We'll know. We'll have an idea.
There's a reason. Oh, I mean, I said since we're here, I was going to say we don't talk about wrestling right now because wrestling sucks.
Oh, yeah, go for
it. But
it.
we do want to acknowledge the death of one of my favorites as a kid was Dynamite Kid, part of the British Bulldogs. And we'd be terrible people. It's not mentioned the passing of W. Sr., George Bush Sr. passed away a couple months after his wife, Republican or Democrat. Yeah. He's a president.
Yeah.
And he was a major president because he was president of us growing up. So he's our baby president. Like he was, I guess Clinton would say, he was kind of exactly. It was him, Clinton, Bush, Obama. Like those are your presidents, Mike. Those are from when you were a child. So, we have to acknowledge it. I think you know him best from the Simpsons episode.
Yeah. I mean,
he'll give you a spanking.
Yeah, it's like, his memoirs.
Who moves in next door? Was it Clinton?
No,
who was the next
Ford.
Ford, Ford moves in.
Would you want to go have nachos and drink some beer?
So, R.I.P. to both those guys. Big people in their industries, one in the country, one in WWE. I think it's kind of like what's funny is the British Bulldogs going to the Hall of Fame this year now because your boy Conrad has a theory that they were never going to put him in until they were both dead.
He just has too much baggage.
And he's unhealthy in the wheelchair.
And that's what sucks is, a lot of that era of wrestlers had because they weren't the same type of athlete that they are now. They didn't take care of themselves the way they do now. But, good. Couldn't say any better. Rest in peace to former President George Bush. And, of course, rest in peace to Dynamite Kid for all the years of entertainment and whatever your politics are when it comes to Republican or Democrat. The fact is a nation's leader has passed away, and you show your respect. And, your political views aside, that's for another day. And that doesn't change how, whatever movement or anything you're trying to do. But it's always going to be a little respectful because you always hope for the same in return. Good brother, what else do we got on the agenda?
I think that's it. Maybe we can swing off into the sunset.
Yeah, man. Always a pleasure.
Spider-Man.
Congratulations. Hold on. Before we leave, congratulations to you. Yeah. And the little Wonder Women?
So they're called Wild Winds.
There you go.
And so, a little breakdown. Like, when you have a cheer gym, you kind of get a general name. So, some people do colors, weather. Some teams do cats or dogs or, stuff like that. So, we do weather in my gym, being from the Midwest. So, we have teams like Lightning and Thunder and Wild Winds. They're babies, so I think their age group goes from 9 to 13. And they're in the middle levels. So it's a pretty advanced league, and they are the first team in their division to get an invitation to the their world championship for them. And that's obviously in 5 months, so they're the first. Most teams don't get it until about January, February. They got theirs in December. They beat all the Midwest competition. So at sitting right now, they're the number 1 seed going into it. So that's fun. I call them the little Wonder Woman because it's WWE anyway, and I have the shaker, so I'm going to do that. And it's kind of spread because now that's all we that's all we have. I have a medallion. My other coach, she has her headbands, her bracelets, so it's kind of stuck. I'm glad because anytime I can get a little Wonder Woman action in there, that's great.
Awesome, yeah, and we're proud of you here in the network and of all those little girls and that gym itself. And, of course, we're proud of all of you guys for joining us on another episode of The Good Brothers, sticking it with us as we just ramble on about stuff that isn't important, but at least it distracts you from, hopefully, any serious things you guys are going through. Hopefully, Alex and I are able to be a little comfort and a little bit of comedic relief as you get through every single day. Good brother, any last thoughts?
Last thoughts.
Attaboy. I'm Mike Mercado. He's the good brother, Alex Mercado. You can follow us all over. You can follow us all over social media. The podcast is on Twitter at Good Brothers Pod. He's at Mercado21 Alex. I'm at Mercado2333. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. Download us, like, review, and share us anywhere you get your favorite podcast at Mercado Airwaves. Download all our interviews ad-free and before anybody else with athletes and celebrities. Just visit patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. There you can actually check out our interview with Joanna Jędrzejczyk before her huge co-main event at UFC 231 this coming up weekend. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/Mike Mercado 2333. Play video games with us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Mercado Airwaves Network. And a huge shout out to Munch Art Design for powering us here at the network. Good brother, stay out of trouble. We'll see you on the next episode. For everybody here, thank you for joining us here on the Good Brothers on the Mercado Airwaves Network. For the good brother himself, Alex Mercado.
I'm done.
I'm Mike Mercado. Love you guys.
If you would like to support Mercado Airwaves, visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. Find us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. Keep up to date with the show on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves.
You can see all of Nicole's work at typingwhentipsy.wordpress.com. You can follow Alex on Twitter at Mercado21Alex.
Follow Mike on Twitter at mmercado2333 and on Instagram, Mike Mercado2333.
Thanks for joining us here on The Good Brothers, here on Mercado Airwaves.
If you would like to support Mercado Airwaves, visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. Find us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. Keep up to date with the show on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves.
You can see all of Nicole's work at typingwhentipsy.wordpress.com. You can follow Alex on Twitter at Mercado21Alex.
Follow Mike on Twitter at mmercado2333 and on Instagram, Mike Mercado2333. If you would like to support Mercado Airwaves, visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. Find us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. Keep up to date with the show on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves.
You can see all of Nicole's work at typingwhentipsy.wordpress.com. You can follow Alex on Twitter at Mercado21Alex.
Follow Mike on Twitter at mmercado2333 and on Instagram, Mike Mercado2333.
What's up, friends? Mike here from Mercado Airwaves. If you missed any one of our past interviews with amazing guests like future Hall of Famer and pound for pound best fighter in the world, UFC flyweight champion Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson,
Another day at the operator to go out there and test my skill.
to award-winning producer, director, and actor Orlando Jones,
Orlando, how you doing,
How are
buddy?
you, sir? I'm good, brother. How you doing?
and all the other interesting guests we've had on. Joining us today is director and writer David Ferrier.
Thanks so much, brother. I appreciate you having me on the show.
MMA legend Chael Sonnen joins us today.
Keep listening to your show. This is great. Thanks, my friend.
Just subscribe to us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. And while you're there, please like, review, and rate us, friends. It helps so much. We also have a Patreon for anyone who would like to support the show. Just visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves and see how you can get all of our interviews ad-free and before anyone else, and how you can get your business or company spotlighted on the show. Follow us on Twitter at mmercado2333. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/MikeMercado2333. And if you would like to see what we're up to behind the scenes, follow us on Instagram, MikeMercado2333. Thanks for listening and all the support.